Woke is dead. And I have proof. There are these videos popping up. There's two kinds of videos that are popping up all over Instagram. The first that I think is the most concerning, because the other ones are actually funny, even though it's racist jokes. You call it whatever you want. These videos are Chinese people in factories, and the video starts by either them saying something bad about woke ideas or woke people, and then immediately just going, hey, buy a product from me instead. In this one, the guy says America, and there's an American eagle with guns. What they are doing in China on TikTok and Instagram is they are starting videos with anti-woke content, knowing it generates tons of traffic, and then bait and switching into would you like to buy a charging cable? Let me just show you these videos and not waste your time. And we'll start with this one, which isn't necessarily overtly woke, but it's very, very America. Check this out. Let me see if I can get the audio to play, right?
Chink? I don't give a
freedom. Don't. Mouse. Don't stop.
Now you're talking my language, buddy. I'll take 10.
That's it. Donald Trump, guns, miles, and he uses a racial slur for Asian people. I guess I'm allowed to say it because I'm Asian, but I won't. They did. YouTube's going to get pissed. Many people are saying, like, how is this allowed on Instagram? But wait, there's more. Look at this. What are these people talking about? The annoying thing with Instagram videos, I have to refresh it, and then I'll just unmute the site, make it easier, and then we'll hit it. We'll pause it, and there we go.
Trans mask and queer.
What's trans mask?
Trans mask is like people under the non-binary umbrella identifying like or presenting mask.
I see. So it's gay. Anyway, swap visuals in seconds with our magnetic display signs. No tools, no hassle, strong magnetic backing, replaceable front, fully customizable in size and design, update anytime, anywhere. Factory direct pricing ensures top quality and service. More flexibility for your store, more possibilities for your brand. Type our link in our bio and message us to order yours today and follow LC sign.
What?
I am genderqueer, trans mask, and queer.
What's trans mask?
What did any of that have to do with selling products? Nothing. That's the point. They know that making fun of woke people and playing these videos gets millions of views. So they start the video off to hook you in and then switch to, want to buy a magnet board? The magnet board's kind of cool. Don't buy from China, though. Here's another one. You ready for this? Oh, boy. Here we go.
Hey, what's the jetting fluid now? Binary person.
It's a brain disease. We don't have this in China. This is our factory's best-selling cable. See? It with the LED design, 3D, aluminum, and
wow.
If you want
braided aluminum.
any cool charging cables from China, send us message and follow back the factory.
This is absolutely insane. And I only pulled up a small handful. We got another one here. Oh boy, you ready for this?
Hi there. I'm Cody. Pronouns em, airs, or zem, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't z, her, hers.
Anyways, if you're looking for a sign making company, then you've come to the right place. We're a professional sign company with 15 years of experience, offering worldwide shipping with no MOQ. Customize any logo, any size, any color, all come with 3 years warranty. Send us your logo and size on WhatsApp for a free quote now and follow LC Sign.
And there it is, my friends. This is the world we're living in. Now, I'd like you all to sit back and gloat a little bit. Woke is so dead that Chinese manufacturers are using old and older anti-woke critique videos to get views on their products. Now, there's a story Hindustan Times has from earlier in the year. TikTok users are getting bombarded with Chinese influencers mocking the tariffs. This is what they're trying to do with marketing to Americans. The reason why we're seeing this is actually pretty interesting. Donald Trump says, buy American. Now, we here at Timcast have a handful of companies in which we produce our own products. We have castbrew.com. Pick up your Cast Brew today. We also have boonieshq.com, and we did our first ever live game of skate competition where we sell skateboards. Our skateboards are all made in America. The wood is American. The manufacturing is American. It's printed, it's screened in America, and shipped American. We don't do that China stuff, despite the fact we've been told you'll save so much money. I say no. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. Not really. It's about building up jobs in America. Chinese influencers are mocking the tariffs, but the tariffs worked. They worked. And no matter how many stupid far-left psychopaths keep defending China for some reason, it's not going to change the fact that tariffs worked. What did the tariffs do? Okay, let me tell you this. When Trump launches these tariffs on China, most of the big skateboard manufacturers, I know, pause, there's people right now commenting, skateboarding is dumb. I don't care. It's a product that's sold in America and it's an Olympic sport. Input anything, snowboard, surfboard, hockey stick, baseball gloves. I don't care what the product is. I can tell you the industry I work in. When we started Booney's HQ and we made boards, we said no China wood. They get China from Canada, they get wood from Canada, send it to China, make a skateboard, send it to America and sell it for dirt. And I said, no, we want American companies with American workers who make money in this country and can and support themselves. I'm going to buy American. And we did. And we lost between $5 and $10 per board, per profit. Now imagine going to an investor and saying, we're going to make, somewhere in the ballpark of $10 per skateboard if we go American. And then we, of course, got to cover our costs. Full disclosure, Booney's makes a lot of money, but it's in the red. Board sales are profitable, but we use that money on growing the business and paying staff and things like this. Go to an investor and say, nah, we're not going with China boards. And they're going to say, so you're losing 20% margins because you'd rather have American? Why would I invest in that? It's a challenge. We do it because we believe in it. The tariffs hit. All of a sudden, China wood and made boards became insanely expensive and their margins dropped. Truth? It's ideological. Okay? The product could be cheaper. People could get it cheaper. But the problem is, in the long run, we are killing ourselves. The reason why we need American-made skateboards. Again, insert American-made product. People ask why it is that the skateboard industry is dying, why no one's making money, why it's so bad. And I tell you this, because we used to have factories. The factories would make skateboards. They'd buy wood. Ugh, got a hair in my mouth. These things happen. They buy wood from an American distributor. Those loggers, they make money. Or sometimes Canadian. I'm not super angry with getting wood from Canada because sometimes you need to. The people in this country work at a skateboard shop. They get the wood in, they cut the wood, they make skateboards. They bring maybe misshapen products or demo products. Their kids come and see dad at work making skateboards. Those kids skate. The local company then says, we make skateboards, we need to sell skateboards, let's put on local demos. This creates culture. It's like Tommy Boy. Remember that movie? There was a city. All they made was brake pads. That was it. When the factory shut down, everybody was done. The city was cooked. So they were like, we need the factory to stay open to save the town. The same is true for any industry. So when China says, buy from us and you'll make more money and it's cheaper, the factories start shutting down. The small towns start falling apart. And then one day you wake up 10 years later and what do we find today? There are pro skateboarders. This is an Olympic sport. Professionals who have to work at Home Depot to make ends meet. Top tier pros, Olympic level athletes who are now working construction because they can't make a living skateboarding. And I know you may be, again, there are people out there like, it's just for children. I don't care what you think. Okay, football is for children, the same as anything. No, a sport is a sport. I don't care if you like it or don't like it. We want to inspire young people to be athletic, to be the best athletes they can be it football, basketball, baseball, skateboarding, rollerblading, skiing, snowboarding. And that means there's going to be influential individuals, professionals, and an industry around it. But we are watching our culture collapse because we've sold it to China. And now we're seeing in Japan, Korea, and China, skateboarding is more popular than ever. Not in America, though, because we outsourced our factories. So when Trump says tariffs, I say, good. Because all of a sudden, these American companies are like, we can't profit off Chinese slave labor anymore. Nobody wanted to buy their $100 skateboards. I kid you not. Booney's skateboards were still $55 because we make them in America. So you have your choice. That cool pro model from a company that doesn't pay their pros. Let me tell you a secret. Professional skateboarders, they get about $1 for every board sold with their name on it. That means they might make $100 a month. Yeah, how many people really buy skateboards? We give our pros $15. $15 per board. So that means if they only sell 100, they make $1,500. It's not going to pay their bills and make them wealthy overnight, but it's a start. At the same time, These boards that are getting made in China all of a sudden jumped 70, 80, 90, up to $100 per board because of the tariffs. And they were like, we can't afford this anymore. Guess what happens? If these tariffs hold, these companies are forced to say, we got to make it in America. All of a sudden, American manufacturers are hiring again. That's right. So I say, tariffs are a good thing. Now, I'm going to do another video on the racist AI videos, which they're hilarious, but they're super racist. I'll tell you one where it's a white guy and a black guy, and they're on a porch, and the guy goes, it's raining cats and dogs out here. And then a bunch of Asian people run out of a building going, where? And then a guy goes, I'm hungry. And I laughed my ass off at it. And everyone's like, how does Instagram allow these videos? And they have millions of views. I have no problem with them. They make fun of everybody. They make fun of fat white trash, Asians, black people. There's a whole bunch of videos of Indians being threatened with criminal punishment of taking showers. Like there's a guy in court and they're like, for scamming, you're being sentenced to a shower. And he goes, no, please don't, anything but that. I'm like, how is this happening? Because woke is dead. We crushed it. So anyway, I digress. I'm going to wrap it there, my friends. Stay tuned. More segments to come. Also, don't forget, youtube.com/@TimPool. Subscribe today. Videos coming up. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all in the next segment.